So maybe you've recently been attacked by a goose, or you're currently surrounded by them and you want to go out fighting. Well, I'll teach you how. So, if you're being attacked by a goose, the first thing you need to do is realize that geese are about as dangerous as a puppy. They rely almost entirely on intimidation, and the only thing they can do to attack you is to bite you. But if that hellish thing touches you, I don't think you'd be able to sleep at night. So, before the goose even makes contact with you, you need to change your name to John Wick. That way you can pull off the rest of the steps in this video, using the power and strength of John Wick. First off, if the goose is still on the ground when attacking you, then that will be its final mistake. Now, before the goose can comprehend what's happening, you need to body slam it into the dirt. By body slamming the goose, you have succeeded in neutralizing the target from the sheer mass of your fat dumpy. Now, if the goose is flying, that's a different story, and it makes the goose around 2 times as dangerous. But as we all know, 0 times 2 is still 0. You need to wait until you can see the white of the goose's eyes. Then strike! Grab the goose and punch it into next week!
Why don't you upload that to your little fucking shitty YouTube channel?
But if you've ever seen a goose before, you know that they almost never travel alone, because they know that they can't win a fair one-on-one fight because they're cowards. Now, the first way to survive against a gang of geese is to not fight them in the first place. And the best way to do that is to become one of them. To blend in with geese, you need to look like a goose, you need to act like a goose, you need to think like a goose, and you need to talk like a goose. First off, you need to grab any nearby feathers and put them on your body to look like a goose. Then, you need to crouch down and start feasting on grass and quacking. Now, for the last step, you need to think like a goose. So simply hit yourself on the head with a frying pan and you'll be all set. Now, if you did it right, the geese shouldn't be able to tell the difference between you and a fellow goose comrade. But if all else fails and you have to fight a gaggle of geese, then you're in for a battle. First, you need to get up and stand your ground and start screaming all of the profanities you can think of at the geese. You need to show these geese who's boss. If this doesn't work, then there's only one thing left to do. Fight! By now the geese will be flying at you. Now normally, geese would expect someone to run away in fear like a little baby. But that's not how it's gonna go. The geese need to learn the phrase, "You talk shit, you get hit." Just before the geese hit you, you need to do a matrix dodge below the geese. Grab one and spin it around to gather momentum, then chuck it into the other geese. This will upset their formation and make their attack more disorganized. Then, when the next geese comes at you, you do a tactical backflip and hit it with an uppercut. But with your foot! This will send the goose flying into the stratosphere. This will make all the other geese immediately run away in pure terror. And with that, you've learned how to... Wait a minute, aren't Canadian geese a protected species?